What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to PS5 Nexus. The news cycle is absolutely on fire this week, and we've got some absolute bombshells dropping that you cannot afford to miss. Get ready, because this is going to be a wild ride as we dive deep into the stories that are shaping the future of our favorite consoles and games. You do not want to be left out of this conversation. First up, we have a horror title that's doing something completely unexpected, deciding to delay its launch not to dodge a massive anticipated release, but to steer clear of a certain blockbuster franchise's latest installment. This move is certainly a bold one, and we've got all the details on why this developer is making such a strategic, albeit unusual, decision. Next, we're jetting down under to Australia, where some very specific pre-order times have just been revealed for a highly anticipated console accessory range. We'll be covering which items are heading your way, what the timing looks like for snagging these exclusive pieces, and what this means for collectors and fans in the region. Get ready to mark your calendars if you're in Australia. Then, we're shifting gears to a franchise that's made a surprising leap to a new platform, and a recent in-game detail is sending ripples of excitement through the community. A particular trophy's description is hinting very strongly that this might just be the beginning of a much larger presence for this beloved series on PlayStation. Could this be the start of something big? And finally, get ready for what might be one of the best months yet for PS Plus subscribers, as a critically acclaimed platformer, drawing comparisons to some of the genre's absolute titans, is headlining the lineup. We'll tell you what this means for your subscription and what other gems you can expect. Stick around, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you're always in the know. A bold move: horror game delays to avoid Call of Duty blockbuster. In a gaming landscape where many developers are scrambling to avoid the shadow of massive releases like Hollow Knight, Silksong, one upcoming horror title, is charting a decidedly different course. Dino Crisis' spiritual successor, Code Violet, has just announced a delay, but its reasoning is a curveball. It's strategically positioning itself to avoid a direct clash with the highly anticipated Call of Duty, Black Ops 7. This decision is particularly noteworthy given the recent trend of games shifting their release dates to sidestep the massive hype surrounding Silksong, with over 8 titles reportedly adjusting their launch windows in just 5 days to avoid that particular competition. Teamkill Media, the studio behind Code Violet, revealed their plan in a social media post that initially might have evoked a sense of déjà vu for those following the industry's constant release date reshuffling. However, the target of their avoidance is not the indie darling Silksong, but the latest installment in the Call of Duty franchise. The developers have pushed Code Violet's release from November 14, 2025 to December 12, 2025. Their stated reason is a pragmatic one. This decision comes in light of the recently announced Call of Duty, Black Ops 7, set to launch on the same original date. We recognize that competing with such a major release on a marketing level would be impossible. They acknowledge that this delay might be disappointing for fans, but promise to use the extra month to enhance our character models, optimizing and polishing to deliver the most immersive and polished experience possible. To further appease their player base, Teamkill Media is also offering 2 exclusive Christmas-themed cosmetic items to all players at launch, as a token of appreciation for their patience. The game itself, Code Violet, is drawing clear inspiration from the modern Resident Evil titles, adopting a close-up, third-person, action horror perspective. The developers are applying this formula to a beloved classic Capcom series, Dino Crisis, which has been absent for many years. It raises an interesting question about the target audience. How many players are simultaneously passionate fans of the Call of Duty franchise and eager for a new Dino Crisis-style experience? Nevertheless, the developers clearly believe this overlap is significant enough to warrant such a strategic delay, betting that a clear launch window will ultimately benefit the game's reception and market penetration. This bold move by Teamkill Media highlights a fascinating dynamic in game releases, where even smaller titles are keenly aware of the marketing and player base impact of major AAA launches. By avoiding the behemoth that is Call of Duty, they are prioritizing a better chance for their own title to shine, rather than being lost in the noise of a much larger competitor. The community's reaction will undoubtedly be interesting to observe, as some may applaud the strategic thinking, while others might be eager to see how this gamble pays off. But what happens when a game's strategy is to avoid the biggest competition? We'll see if this bold play pays off. Next, we're heading down under for some exclusive accessory drops that have fans buzzing. Aussie exclusive, Ghost of Tsushima accessory pre-order times revealed. PlayStation has officially announced the pre-order schedule for the highly anticipated Ghost of Tsushima accessory range, and Australian fans have specific times to mark on their calendars. The collection, which includes PS5 console faceplates and custom DualSense controllers, will be available for pre-order starting Thursday, September 4th at 10:00 a.m. AEST. While local pricing and a definitive list of Australian retailers are still pending confirmation, expectations are high that major outlets like EB Games and JB Hi-Fi will carry the line, with Amazon also a strong possibility. There's even speculation that some items might be exclusive to EB Games or JB Hi-Fi, adding an extra layer of urgency for collectors. This announcement comes after an initial reveal that showcased a substantial range of Ghost of Tsushima-themed PlayStation gear. Notably, the collection includes what appears to be the first-ever PS5 Pro faceplate, alongside designs for the standard PS5 Slim. PlayStation revealed that other regions, including North America, would receive two distinct designs for each product. One inspired by the Japanese art of kintsugi, repairing ceramics with gold, and another with a sleek black finish evoking traditional Japanese ink painting. However, a significant detail for Australian consumers is that it seems the country will be missing out on the black variation across all products in the range. This means Australian gamers will likely only have access to the gold, kintsugi-inspired designs. It's crucial to note that these accessories are expected to be produced in limited quantities, a common practice for high-demand PlayStation peripherals. Past experience with similar releases, particularly custom faceplates, suggests that these items will sell out rapidly. PlayStation has stated that the accessories will be available at select retailers, reinforcing the need for potential buyers to be vigilant and informed about where and when to place their pre-orders. Further information regarding specific retailers and availability is expected soon, and fans are advised to stay tuned for these updates. For those eagerly awaiting the release of Ghost of Tsushima itself, the game is set to launch on October 2nd. As a reminder, a special offer is currently available for NAB cardholders, who can pre-order the game for $89 with free delivery from Amazon by using the code NAB10. This accessory drop is a significant event for PlayStation enthusiasts, especially those who appreciate themed hardware that complements their gaming experience. The limited nature of these releases often sparks intense community discussion, with fans strategizing on how best to secure their desired items. The exclusivity of certain designs for specific regions also fuels a global conversation about accessibility and demand. The Ghost of Tsushima accessory line is poised to be a hot commodity, and the pre-order details for Australia are the latest piece of the puzzle for dedicated fans. So, while fans in Australia prepare for these stylish new accessories, we turn our attention to a different kind of fan excitement building around a franchise's unexpected expansion. Gears of War Platinum Trophy hints at expanded PlayStation presence. PlayStation gamers experienced a landmark moment in 2025 with the official release of Gears of War. Reloaded, marking the first time the iconic franchise, historically an Xbox flagship, became playable on a PlayStation console. Now, a closer examination of the Platinum Trophy for Gears of War. Reloaded is sparking considerable speculation and excitement among fans, strongly suggesting that this initial foray is merely the beginning of a more significant presence for the Gears of War series on PlayStation platforms. The arrival of Gears of War, Reloaded on PS5 was, and remains, a significant development in the console landscape. As a complete remake of the original Gears of War title, it allowed a new generation of PlayStation owners to experience the gritty, cover-based shooter that defined a generation of gaming for Microsoft. The fact that a core Xbox exclusive, instrumental in Microsoft's console dominance during the early 2000s and 2010s, is now available on a direct competitor's platform is a testament to the evolving nature of the industry. While the trophy list for Reloaded includes many of the familiar challenges expected from a Gears of War game, it's the Platinum Trophy's description that has truly captured the community's attention. The Platinum Trophy, aptly named Nothing Left, is awarded, as is standard, for unlocking every other trophy within the game. This is no small feat, requiring players to conquer every campaign mission on the notoriously difficult Insane difficulty setting. However, it's the accompanying text that has fueled the most significant discussion. Your adventure is over, for now. The inclusion of "for now" at the end of the description is a deliberate and telling choice, especially considering that this specific wording is exclusive to the PlayStation version of the trophy. Xbox users, for instance, do not receive a similar extra achievement or message upon completing their set of challenges. This suggests that the message is intentionally tailored for the PlayStation audience, serving as a subtle nod to future possibilities. Coupled with persistent rumors that Gears of War Reloaded is just the precursor to more Gears content arriving on PlayStation, this detail feels like a deliberate hint from the developers or Sony. Reports have already surfaced suggesting that not only the remake, but potentially the entire original Gears trilogy could make its way to PS5. Furthermore, there are indications that the highly anticipated Gears E-Day, the prequel announced for Xbox, might also be heading to PlayStation. If these rumors hold true, the "for now" in the Platinum Trophy description could very well be a direct foreshadowing of future Gears of War titles and remakes becoming staples on PlayStation consoles. This strategic move could significantly broaden the appeal of the franchise and introduce it to a massive new player base. The community is buzzing with anticipation, with discussions on forums and social media platforms centering on which Gears of War titles fans are most desperate to see on PlayStation next. The possibility of experiencing the entire saga on a single platform, regardless of its original exclusivity, is an exciting prospect for many. This hint of future content on PlayStation is exciting, but what if you could get some incredible new games added to your library for free? Psychonauts 2 headlines stellar PS Plus lineup for September. PlayStation Plus subscribers are in for a treat this September, as Sony has announced a lineup of free games that could very well be the best offering in ages. Headlining the monthly selection is the critically acclaimed 3D platformer, Psychonauts 2, a title that has drawn comparisons to genre titans like Astro Bot and Super Mario Odyssey. Joining this standout title are the beloved farming simulator Stardew Valley and the mind-bending puzzle game Viewfinder, making for a diverse and high-quality collection available to all PS Plus members, regardless of their subscription tier. The PS Plus monthly game drops have been a mixed bag for subscribers over the past several months. While recent offerings like the Souls-like Lies of P have been well received, it's been a while since a lineup has generated this much genuine excitement. The September lineup, however, appears to be a significant return to form for the service. Psychonauts 2, developed by Double Fine, is a sequel to one of the most beloved platformers of all time, and it lives up to its predecessor's legacy with exceptional invention, charming characters, and deeply immersive gameplay. It's a game that manages to be both incredibly clever and surprisingly profound, offering a unique experience that stands out in the crowded gaming market. Players will step into the role of Rasputin Raz Aquato, a young psychic who has finally achieved his dream of joining the Psychonauts, an elite international agency dedicated to solving psychic crimes and exploring the human mind. This premise leads players on a mind-bending adventure that takes them through the vibrant headquarters of the Psychonauts, known as the Mother Lobe, and, more excitingly, into the surreal and imaginative minds of various characters. The game's narrative and level design are consistently inventive, often touching on complex themes with a unique blend of humor and heart. The quirky art style, while originally designed for the PS4, holds up remarkably well on the PS5 and PS5 Pro, meaning players can enjoy its visual splendor without needing an official remaster. All three games, Psychonauts 2, Stardew Valley, and Viewfinder, will be available for download starting September 2nd. Stardew Valley offers a relaxing escape into the world of farming and community building, while Viewfinder provides a unique perspective-shifting puzzle experience. This combination ensures there's something for every type of gamer. It's also worth noting that subscribers have until the end of September 1st to claim the previous month's offerings, including Lies of P, DayZ, and My Hero One's Justice 2, adding even more value for those who haven't yet added them to their library. The inclusion of Psychonauts 2, in particular, is a major coup for PS Plus. Its critical acclaim and unique gameplay mechanics make it a must-play title that many might have missed upon its initial release. Having it available as a free download significantly enhances the value proposition of the PS Plus subscription, solidifying September as a standout month for the service. The community's reaction has been overwhelmingly positive, with many expressing surprise and delight at the quality of the games being offered. This fantastic PS Plus update is sure to keep players busy, but we've also got news that hints at a much larger future for a beloved franchise on PlayStation. And that's a wrap on today's news. We saw Code Violet strategically delay to avoid Call of Duty. Black Ops 7, Australia gets exclusive Ghost of Tsushima accessory pre-order times, Gears of War trophy hints at more PS5 titles, and September PS Plus is stacked with Psychonauts 2. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to PS5 Nexus for all your gaming updates, hit that notification bell so you never miss out, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social channels. We'll see you in the next one.